New comic book day is right around the corner once again, so let's take a look at the books on my pull list. Welcome back to Comics Are Dope. I'm BJ Kicks, and this is the pull list. It's my weekly video series where I take a look at what's coming out. This time we're looking at Wednesday, July 31st, another fifth Wednesday of the month, another light week, but I'm going to tell you which books are still on my pull list, what has made it to the chopping block, and we'll talk about some new number ones or just interesting issues that I think should probably be on your radar. Now, it's Monday. My bad. I'm sorry this video is a little bit late. It's the Monday after Comic-Con. I went to GalaxyCon this weekend. Overall, I'm just crazy sluggish right now. But there's been some really exciting announcements made at San Diego Comic-Con. I'll cover most of them, or at least the ones I'm most excited about this Friday, so stay tuned for that. But before then, let's talk about the books coming out this week. Like I said, it's a rare, sort of really light week for me this week. And hey, let's get started with a brand new number one comic. This week, the book I am most excited to check out is X-Force, issue number 1 from Marvel Comics. It's written by Jeffrey Thorne with art by Marcus Toe. This is going to be a brand new X-Force team with Forge as the team leader. Now, this is another one of the From the Ashes books. This isn't technically like the one of the 3 marquee titles, but it's a book that I decided I wanted to check out simply based on the creative team. Now, if you want to know more about the premise for this series, I am going live tomorrow night, Tuesday night, with the writer Jeff Thorne. So I'm going to ask him all the questions, all the things you need to know, and I'm going to see if I can read issue 1 ahead of time so we have a well-informed conversation. No worry though, no spoilers. I won't spoil a thing. Jeff won't let me. Anyway, X-Force issue number 1 is out this week with a cover price of $4.99, and I'm grabbing cover A. Next up, since we're talking about Marvel, let's talk about, we talked about the beginning, now let's talk about a finale. Blood Hunt issue number 5 of 5 is out this week. Blood Hunt, written by Jed MacKay, who I just saw at GalaxyCon, with art by Pepe Larraz. Now, Blood Hunt, and I guess in general, comic book events tend to feel like a culmination of a bunch of different storylines. And sure, you can probably jump into a book with an event, but what this really makes me want to do is read some of the things that led up to it. Avengers, Moon Knight, Blade, like different titles. I feel like if you've been reading any or at least 2 of those 3, this event might hit a little bit harder for you, even Doctor Strange to some extent. But yeah, for me, it's just been like, hey, we're fighting vampires. Ooh, pretty art. And that's kind of been it. This issue 5, is going to have the epic finale. The Avengers have come to avenge. And so we're going to get a big epic fight, and then we'll see what the lasting results, the ramifications are. We already know that some things that have changed over the course of these 5 issues are not going to be undone. So I'm very curious to see how that works. I'm particularly interested in Miles Morales and T'Challa's arcs coming from this. But we've already gotten a new, well, I don't want to spoil things by telling you what's been announced. Check out Blood Hunt. If you didn't read issue 4, you should read issue 4. A very important thing happens there. And then stay tuned for what else Marvel's got cooking up. But Blood Hunt issue 5 is out this week. Cover price is $5.99. And if you get the red band version, it'll be $6.99. I'm grabbing cover A though. Next up is a Blood Hunt tie-in. This is Fantastic Four, issue number 22. I don't know if this is written by the series writer Ryan North. I hope so, though. Fantastic Four has been a nice, set of done-in-one stories. This one being the Blood Hunt tie-in. Clearly, Reed Richards is going to try to find a cure for vampirism. Is he going to find a cure? Is he going to be overtaken? Are people going to try to bite him and his lips going to, stretch off the screen? I don't know. But that cover by Alex Ross is really cool, and that's a reason to buy it if nothing else. Cover price on it is $3.99. I'm grabbing cover A. And the last book on the Marvel Comics pull list this week is Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 7. Ultimate Spider-Man written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Marco Cicchetto. I think you say it Cicchetto. But anyway, uh, has been a really good book. I've enjoyed it, at least. But you know what's crazy? And this is probably the best argument for me cutting down my pull list or maybe skipping buying singles altogether. I did not even catch the fact that each issue in the Ultimate Universe takes place 1 month from each other. Like, Sean pointed that out on the Comics Pal stream, and maybe it's because I'm always so behind that I'm usually reading 2 issues at a time, but that whole part of the story just kind of threw me off. I didn't even realize that was the case. I've been enjoying it. Ultimate Spider-Man has been moving pretty quick. Well, not quickly. I feel like it's been moving kind of slowly, but with issue 6, we have finally gotten the status quo that seems to have been promised from all the teaser images. And now we can kind of slingshot forward into the story. Marvel's already announcing sort of the events that are going to happen toward the end of this year with the Ultimate Universe. And I, for one, am excited about them. So hopefully you are too. Let me know how you're enjoying the Ultimate Universe right now. Comments down below. But Ultimate Spider-Man issue 7 out this week. Cover price is $4.99. And I'm grabbing cover A. That's it. Those are the only books on the Marvel Comics pull list this week. They're going to cost me $20. Now, let's talk about the distinguished competition. Over at DC Comics, there's only one book on the pull list this week. I told you, a light week. And that book is Red Hood, The Hill, issue number 6. I don't think I read issue 5. I should have read issue 5 before I did this video. It's literally sitting in a short box, like right. Anyway, I didn't read issue 5 yet. I should have read issue 5. But it's Batman and Red Hood have finally teamed up to sort of fight this. There's a bit of a supernatural element to this story, although it is very much street level. It's very much a book about the neighborhood and how it bands together to fight this threat. I enjoyed it. It's written by Sean Martinborough with art. Art duties have been shared between Tony Aiken and Sanford Green. The Sanford Green issues are like, for me, the draw of the series, but Tony Aiken's art is really good as well. So all in all, pretty good, well-rounded series. And I'm excited to see how it ends. Cover price on issue 6 is $3.99. I'm grabbing cover A. And since that's the only book on the DC pull list, my DC book is going to cost me $4 this week. Now, let's talk about the indies. Let's skip on over to the indies where there are technically 2 books on the pull list, but one of them is on the chopping block. But let's start with the book I am going to keep buying. This is Hercules, issue number 4, written by Elliot Kalin with art by George Cambideus. Elliot Kalin, by the way, just announced he's going to be writing the Harley Quinn series for DC Comics in the All-In era. So, congratulations to you, my friend. And if you want to check out a cool conversation with Elliot Kalin, we did have him on the Comics Are Dope podcast a while back, so check that out. It was to promote the series premiere of Hercules, which we're talking about now. Hercules number 4 out this week. Cover price is $4.99. I'm grabbing cover A. And there is that one book on the chopping block this week, and it is Anon Boys. Anon Boys issue number 2. I grabbed issue 1 just straight up off the shelf. I wasn't subscribed to it anyway, so technically I'm not cutting it from the pull list, but I never got around to reading issue 1. And so I should probably just wait for the trade from Dark Horse. So no disrespect to Mark Bernardin or Sean Martinborough, which is the reason I bought it, because Sean Martinborough art is just great. I just probably should save some money. And on a light week, that means I save even more than I would normally by not grabbing Anansi Boys issue number 2. Cover price on that one was $3.99. But since I'm only buying one book on the indie pull list this week, that's going to cost me $5, and my grand total is $29 this week. Not bad. That's $20 under budget. I could buy like a whole Image trade paperback if I wanted to, but I probably shouldn't. I should probably just, stop while I'm ahead and count my winnings and put them toward some upcoming list where I'll probably be like $20 over budget. Anyway, that's it for my pull list this week. But let's talk about a few new books, new number ones that are on the radar this week. First is a one shot. This is What If Donald Duck Had Become Wolverine? Issue number one. What if Donald Duck became Wolverine? Apparently, there's a series of these. I think there's three. It's like, what if Donald Duck became Wolverine? What if Donald Duck became, I think Thor is one, and maybe Hulk is the next one or last one. I don't remember. The point is, if you want to see Disney comics mixed with Marvel comics, like, because why else does Marvel have the Disney license other than to have fun mashups like this? Then read that. It's I believe it's drawn by like some classic like Italian and French Disney artists as well. So it'll at least look cool. I don't even know who's writing it, but that's that. $4.99 on that one. There is also a facsimile edition of the very first issue of Justice League of America. So JLA number one, facsimile edition out this week. Cover price on it is $3.99 for all you nostalgia heads. Another book on the radar, the Super Pets Special, Bite Dentity Crisis. Issue number one. It's a one shot featuring all the DC super pets. Crypto the Super Dog, Ace the Bat Hound, Bitewing, the three-legged pug. Like, is Bitewing a pug? I don't know my dog breeds. What kind of dog is Bitewing? Haley, for those of you who are reading Nightwing. Anyway, Super Pet Special is going to be $5.99 this week. And the last book that's on the radar for me is not a new number one. It's actually a number 24, Rock and Roll Biographies, issue number 24. These are like one-shot issues giving you a biography of a particular musician. But Rock and Roll Biographies, issue number 24, is a spotlight on Run DMC. I own exactly one other rock and roll biography, and that is the Rock and Roll Biography featuring Prince. But Run DMC in a comic book, like Run DMC, if there was ever a hip hop duo that was made to be in a comic book, it's Run DMC. In fact, DMC is in several comic books, and so is Run. But why not one more? I doubt my shop ordered this, but if I see it on the shelf, I'm gonna grab it. Cover price is $3.99, and that's the cover. So that's it. Those are the books that are on the radar this week, all the new number ones that I was interested in anyway. What are you grabbing? What's on your pull list this week? Is it a light week for you as well? Did the fifth Wednesday of the month catch you off guard? Were you expecting to have a huge pile? Or are you like me and you're like, hey, I welcome it? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you in another video real soon. Till then, stay safe, stay awesome, and read something dope today. Peace.